with Deb Gaffney in the Ladies Lounge. We are live on location today. And we are with the fantabulous
Ted Ellis. That works, yeah.
Okay, Ted, I've walked around and I've previewed all of the work here.
Mm-hmm.
It's absolutely like breathtaking. You've got, you said, over 50 paintings. It spans about 25 years.
It's 25 years of what I always say, painting history. You know, just imagine, I am a contemporary artist. I make my livelihood of painting and selling my art. But think about the anticipation of an event like this 25 years later. So I'm sort of kind of like patting myself on the back.
Right.
Because it's something like I've planned for an opportunity and then see the impact, the residual of your passion, your purpose. So it's just, it's kind of sad because it's not the end, it's just a summation of part of the journey here. We've impacted close to 5,000 people who have come to the Houston Museum of African American Culture that's been opened up since the year 2000. It serves a large population, and the Metroplex is probably close to about 3 million people in the Houston community. So they had continuous outreach going on. They had theatrical centered around pride, dignity, and culture. They had musical activities as well as I think spoken word centered around this exhibition. So a totally comprehensive program that I thought spoke volumes.
So where else are you taking your exhibit next?
So the next stop, if I get the whole exhibition, will be in Washington, D.C. when they open up the Smithsonian African American Museum.
Now, you have been in the Texas Senate, and haven't you been to Washington before?
Yeah, last year I was recognized for the 150th anniversary of Juneteenth, so I was the official ambassador. We had a chance to showcase on the House and the Senate side. Came back in November for the ratification of the 13th Amendment, and a couple of pieces are in this exhibition. Matter of fact, all of them are. We own this land built on our backs on the auction block. Journey 1, Journey 2, Free at Last, and there's the piece on Abraham Lincoln is not in this exhibition. Yeah.
So what can you tell me about, what are your favorite pieces? And I know if you're like me, you're the creative persona, so you think everything is your favorite because you're touching it, but if you really had to pick a few.
I really, and I've spoken to this, definitely more precious than gold. The intensity in the piece, what the piece speaks to, the future, our children. Your father is talking to his son as he's about to relinquish him to the world. His son is set off to go to school. He has his hoodie on. It's a tribute to Trayvon. And in the backdrop behind the father is the other members of the community. And what you realize that this is our most prized possession is our children. There's an expectation of a return of our children, and as they continue to move and shape themselves to be very constructive and building, their family, their community, and the rest of the world. So what you see is that hovering shadow, and the shadow solidifies over the child and the father, and there's a gun, and all the preparation that we have. There's a level of fragility once we let our children go, and unfortunately for Trayvon, he lost his life. The other folks out here. And you realize that, are we a target? We've given so much to this country, under duress through slavery, 400 years of injustice, bigotry, hate, and you see the results of that, and the remnants of that continues to perpetuate itself as we move and we try to build a more constructive community.
I agree. We definitely need to build a more constructive community, and it starts with each other.
With dialogue and conversation, finding common ground, commonalities. we may look a little different, but we're pretty much one and the same. We're human beings. And if we can see that and we have a respect for each other, and that's inside and outside of our community. There's a lot of black on black crime that we're challenged with, and just have to have love for yourself and love for others. And then extending beyond the African American community, race and class divides us. We have to look beyond those vices and look to the better virtues of humanity.
And I think you made an important statement there, Ted. You said that the things that divide us, some of which were taught back from slavery, where you don't like the skin, the hair, the different classes, the different colors. Black is beautiful in all shades. So just to be able to appreciate that and have some self-love.
So that brings you back to, and it brings me back to my intentions through my passion. And so, unapologetically, I paint what I love. I paint who I am, where I came from, and seeing value in that. I mean, typically, I just think we need culturally centric and centered, because that's a level of empowerment. You sort of understand who you are and you're from, and you're able to share that with the world in a way that it builds a better environment for everybody. Art is all about healing. It's about education. It gives you so much, so many wonderful virtues out of creating. It's my pulpit.
When you talk about passions, I noticed that one of your passions is reaching out to children and expressing your art and teaching them art and love.
Well, part of that is to get them to dream big. See themselves and dream big. Actualize that you can, and art does that for you. It's a spark of ingenuity, of creativity. So if you can reach these young creatives very early, and I think we are all creatives, we just have to exercise our creativity, and that may be in song, dance, music. I project minds with the visual media, painting canvas. But we're just expressive by nature, and it's one of those qualities that when we use it for greater good, we improve the level of humanity. The human capital rises. It's the good that comes out of the level of appreciation for art. That's why we need to have it in our private space and in our public space, because it reminds us that we're human and that we're fragile, but we're important.
And we're all connected.
And we're all connected. Yeah, we're all connected.
The next thing I'd like to do is actually go to your favorite pieces.
So, this is a really important piece. This is Sunday worship. And here in the church, we get a renewed sense of purpose and being, that it ties into us collectively. It is our source of strength and spirituality. So every other color is derived from the primary colors. And then it's cut off here saying, am I free? So that's very deliberate, because physically he's free, but mentally he's not free. He has to define himself from his own point of reference. And the colored man is the person to help you with that. And I also incorporated 1865. That's 2 years outside the signing of the Emancipation Proclamation, when General Granger came to Galveston, Texas, with General Order Number 3 saying slavery had ended, cease and desist all slave activities in the state of Texas. So this is Tremaine. This is the first community of free people of color in the continental United States in 1812. This is the mother of Tremaine. You see she has the Sankofa symbols representing that she came from Africa, as well as antiquity, the ornament of Egyptian jewelry and ornaments on her arm and on her neck. And then she's in her natural state, and she's nurturing the New Orleans African American Museum, which is on Governor Nichols Street, that's housing our treasures, cultural treasures. So she's nurturing these houses woven like a tapestry, like a quilt. Presumably the first black doctors, lawyers, scientists, school teachers, cultural anthropologists, bricklayers, wrought iron workers, politicians came out of the first community of free people. So over here we have my colorful little bitty houses, my little bird houses. Now these houses represent our community. Small but very important. Our doctors, lawyers, school teachers, bakers, scientists, meteorologists, teachers, politicians, servicemen, clergy, all came out of these little bitty houses. Stay tuned because we're gonna have a whole exhibition of my little bitty bird houses telling a wonderful story about our history, culture, and heritage. So if we talked about, just in this space here, we talk about prayer and on bending knee, and we have Bloody Sunday. And in this space, you have Reverend Martin Luther King, we have Rosa Parks, and we have the first President of the United States right here. Think about telling a story, a compelling story. You think about, you know, where do we get that source of renewed strength to invigorate us and keep us going? So we definitely have to be spiritually strong. Hey, this is TED Talks Art. We're here at Hmaac. This is the ending of my exhibition for right now. Hopefully sometime in the future we get a chance to showcase again. But I'm so happy I had a chance to speak through my art, to educate through my art, and to heal through my art. So thank you very much. This is Ted Ellis. See you in cyberspace. TEllisFineArt.com.
Got the world on a string, I'm sitting here on a rainbow. Got the string around my finger. What a world, what a life. I'm in love, baby.
I've got a song that I sing. I can make the rain go anytime I move my finger. Look at me, can't you see? I'm in love.
Oh, life's a beautiful thing, as long as I hold the string. I'd be silly soul and soul if I ever let it go.
Sitting on a rainbow, got the string around my finger. What a world, what a life. No, I'm in
love. Life's a beautiful thing, long as I hang on that tree. I'd be silly so and so